to fly with the wind like this.
You have to keep on fighting it.
A flock of flamingos had been targeted from the Maltese coastline. 2 had been injured badly, one ditching into the waters at Aura Point, the other at Salina Bay. The first flamingo was recovered by the Maltese Navy and taken to the government vet. The following day, the other was captured by hand and also taken for medical treatment. Despite the best efforts of the government vet, both birds died. The following week, a small flock of flamingos once again landed at Salina. Uninjured, the adult and 3 juveniles were resting. BirdLife Malta observers immediately set up a watch over the birds to prevent the reoccurrence of events. By the evening, the birds had recovered and carried on their migration undisturbed. Malta isn't the only place in which wildlife criminals operate. They are present in many other countries around the world. Tackling a global problem has to start at the local level. However, nothing will change unless people recognize and deal with the problem.
I was on the way back from court in Gozo and I heard that there had been some flamingos shot down from quite a large flock of around 50 or so. So I went to Salina where there was already a BirdLife team waiting and they were just watching this flamingo that was in the salt pans injured. You could see that one leg was really badly damaged. After a night watch, the bird was still there. It was still very weak, it was still struggling to fly.
At this point, they decided to try and rescue it.
Yeah, so speaking to some ALE, the ALE were there for almost all the time.
And could you tell me what the ALE is?
Administrative Law Enforcement. So they deal with not only hunting and trapping incidents, but also things like traffic and boating issues as well. One of the officers was recommended that we try and catch it because this was the second day in a row that we'd been watching it and it's just getting weaker and weaker. So he arranged basically to talk to a local bird zoo because the guy there keeps a lot of like flamingos and large birds. And so this man came and basically helped rescue this flamingo that was injured. This employee of the bird zoo went over and flushed the bird so it went into deeper water so it would be easier for him to catch. Yes, basically the bird park employee just waded into the water and just managed to sort of pounce on the flamingo as it was struggling in the deep water, and he brought it back on shore, and basically we had to take it to the vet. So I went with the ALE to the government vet. We took the flamingo there. There was also an injured flamingo at Aura Point, and it was just floating in the water just off Aura Point, and the AFM were called. They came and eventually they managed to catch it and rescue it, and it was taken to the government vet as well. They'd found shotgun pellets in the bird, so it was definitely shot. I mean, the injuries were really obvious. And that bird had basically, at least one of the legs was almost completely blown off again, and they had a chance of survival. Unfortunately, during surgery, both of the birds were actually died. So, these birds are so weak. They've been shot, lost blood, and the stress is, causes so much problems with them. No matter what we do, sometimes things don't work out. No matter how positive things look, sometimes